So I heard you're ready to be consistent on your fitness journey. You clicked on the right video. Today, I'm going to go step by step on how exactly you can become consistent, even when it feels like it's impossible. I've laid out an entire roadmap on how we're going to get you consistent. So this will be the last time you restart your fitness routine. This is the first time in 29 years that I feel confident to share that I've cracked the code to becoming consistent on my fitness journey. I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step roadmap that I use to build the consistency. I've been once the person who kept starting their fitness routine over and over, gaining the same 20 pounds, losing 10, gaining 15, losing 30. Like, I've been in that cycle of gaining and losing, gaining and losing. And what I finally learned is that the difference between people who actually make fitness a lifestyle and people who just focus on weight loss, one is looking at weight loss as a phase. It's a phase in your life. It'll be over once you hit that goal weight. Whereas the people who actually reach their fitness goals see this as a lifestyle. I think that's where the mindset shift actually happens. Step number one is focusing on your mindset shift. I used to be the person that thinks that I want to be the person who works out on vacation. I want to be the person that's super consistent. I want to be the person who loves to work out. But the flawed thinking with that mindset is that I don't believe that I can be. I continue to use the words I want instead of I am. So I changed my mindset to be I am someone who works out every single day. I am someone who makes healthy choices. I am fit, even if I don't see it in the mirror right now. This time around, I was so determined that I am going to be successful on this journey. I didn't wait till Monday. The day that I decided I was going to make a change was actually a Tuesday. I've learned for myself that the best time when I actually make changes in my life is not waiting for a specific day of the week. If you're watching this on a Wednesday, today's the day that you decide to be consistent. When you decide to begin today, there's no room for procrastination. You literally just get up and you do it. It's not going to be neat, but my favorite quote is messy action leads to the consistent results. So just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be completely on meal plan or anything. Just start. Start by taking a walk. Start by not eating that cake after dinner. Something really, really small that you can make a change today. Number 3 is taking time to plan ahead. So the previous step was to begin today, but you haven't planned. So what? You know how to make the right choices. Now it's time to actually make a plan so we can reach our goals. So this starts with following an actual workout routine. For me, in order to be consistent, I had to choose workouts that I actually enjoyed. So although on my Instagram feed and on my TikTok feed, I see a bunch of bodybuilders doing a bodybuilding split where they have a lower body, an upper day, a back day. Me personally, my goal is not to ever compete on stage. So I have to do workouts that I actually enjoy. Right now I'm following 3 strength training days, 2 Pilates days, and I walk every single day, no days off. This is something that I was able to build into my routine slowly and consistently and build on. And I continue to do things I actually enjoy. Every time I do a Pilates workout, it's a different workout. Every time I go to the gym, I may repeat a workout, I may do a new one. I understand that we're caught in this progressive overload. We need to grow a dump truck. And all of those goals are amazing goals. But right now, the goal is to be consistent. Consistency is the only thing that leads to results. So doing something that you and I actually enjoy is going to make a world of a difference in the way our body feels and looks than following a plan that we don't even like. So now that we have the workout set up, whether you're going to start with a walk or you're going to start with something that you enjoy, now we can go into the actual eating portion of our plan. So I decided this time around, I wasn't going to do anything crazy. I wasn't going to do an aggressive cut. Normally when I go into a cut, I'm like, okay, I want to drop this weight that I put on. I'm going to lower my calories as much as I can tolerate. This time was different. This time I said, you know what? We're building healthy habits and I want this to last long term. So I just went to the TDEE calculator and I put in my metrics. I'm a female, I'm 29 years old, I weigh 142 pounds. My height is 5'3", and I work out about 5 times per week. Although I walk every day, I don't consider that a workout. My body fat, I do know my body fat. I have a scale in my bathroom that measures that, and it's sitting at about 34%. Go ahead and calculate that. So right now it says that my maintenance calories is 1,997 calories per day. That's almost 2,000 calories to maintain the weight that I carry currently. So when you scroll down, there are different options for cutting, maintenance, and bulking. I don't pay attention to any of that. What we're going to do, we're going to take the 1997 and we're going to subtract 10%. only 10%. I want to be near my maintenance where I can sustain this moderate deficit and continue to add to my activity, because right now I wasn't being consistent with my activity and I wasn't being consistent with my eating. So now I'm working on building that foundation. So if later I want to do a little bit more of an aggressive cut, I can. But right now it's all about habit building. So we take a calculator and I want to do 1997 minus 10%. That puts me at around 17 to 1800 calories a day. I decided that I'm going to do 1750, make the number nice and round. After I decided that I'm going to eat 1750 calories, I also want to maintain my muscle while I'm building these habits. I weigh 141 pounds, so I'm going to go ahead and eat about 140 grams of protein per day. Now, that's a goal. That's not set in stone. Right now, I do anything from 100 to 140. Every day is different. I'm not a robot and I'm not training for a competition. So I don't have to be extremely stringent on the fact that I need to hit protein. It's just a range in my head that I want to follow. After that, I let carbs and fat fall wherever they need to fall. Again, this is about building consistency. I'm not being super stringent on my diet. I am making sure I am fueling my body properly for my workouts and that I can be consistent and not feel overwhelmed. Number 4 is building habits. I have been obsessed with habit building lately. Everything that I want to accomplish in my life, I look at it as a habit. What can I do every single day that can lead me closer to my goal? So start off with making them small. When I first started being consistent on my journey, I told myself walking is going to be a daily habit. I'm going to walk every single day. It's something I can sustain and it's not hard on the body. So I started. I walked 30 minutes every single day. As my body got used to it, I was like, maybe I can walk a little bit longer. I went from 2 miles to 2.5 miles to 3 miles. And currently I walk 3.5 miles 7 days a week and I feel amazing. So I just want you to commit to showing up for yourself daily. Don't break promises that you make to yourself. Step number 4 is determine your why. For me personally, on this go round, I just recently got married. I've been married for about 2.5 years and we're working on family planning. I want my body to be in the best physical condition, preparing to conceive, giving birth, and being an example for my child. So this is something that has to be lifelong, something that I can sustain. There's no crash diets. I don't look like a model, but my waist is significantly smaller than it was 3 months ago. I just feel like step by step, brick by brick, you're breaking down the layers of the habits that you used to have, and you're making new ones, new sustainable, healthy ones. Step number 6 is keeping things interesting. I encourage consistency in your diet, but it doesn't have to be boring. Enjoy the foods that you like. This weekend, I went out with my husband to Salt and Straw for some ice cream. I have dessert every single night. I made a healthy swap for it, but I used to eat 2 Oreos before I went to bed every single day. Now I eat 2 dates with peanut butter and chocolate chips, and it satisfies that craving just like 2 Oreos would. So making those healthy swaps, keeping things interesting, and fitting foods into your diet that you actually like. I can't sustain ground turkey, chicken, and broccoli for the rest of my life. So I'm not starting my fitness journey that way. The main thing that I wanted to highlight in this video is that consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about making and keeping those promises to yourself every single day. When you follow these 5 steps for the next 30 days, you're going to feel like a completely different version of yourself, and I can't wait to hear how amazing it goes. Thank you all for watching today's video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.